There was once a woman named Orunsola, which means heaven has honored me. But the heavens had been silent her whole life. She lived at the edge of the village of Lineage, where the land met the forest, and the forest met the unknown. No one truly understood her. Some feared her. Others whispered that her spirit had not fully arrived into the world. Her eyes held storms, and her dreams lasted for days. Orunsola had no husband, no children, no parents. She came into the world during an eclipse, and the midwife who delivered her died 3 days later. The elders said she was marked by Oyeku Odi. This child, said the old Babalawo who first cast her destiny, has come from the cave of spirits. She is here to remember what the world forgot. And so, Orunsola grew in shadows. Not just the shadows of night, but the spiritual shadows that cling to those who walk between worlds. In Lineage, it was said that the ancestors visited their children in dreams. But Orunsola didn't dream. Instead, she heard voices when she was awake. Whispers rising from the river. Names spoken from under stones. Songs carried by the wind through broken windows. She didn't speak of it until her 16th birthday, when the whisper became a scream. It was the night of the new moon, the night when the women of the village lit candles in gourds and called upon Yewa, the Orisha of virgins and silence, to protect them from spiritual affliction. As the women chanted, Orunsola stood alone, just beyond the edge of the light. Her candle would not stay lit. No matter how many times she tried, the flame went out. The Babalawo present looked at her and frowned. "Child, there is a shadow walking beside you. Who have you not buried?" Orunsola's lips trembled. "I don't know," she said. "Then it is time to find out." That night, the Babalawo cast Ifa. The Odù that fell was Oyeku Odi. A heavy hush fell across the room. Oyeku, the womb, the void, the ancestral cave. Odi, the wall, the blockage, the unresolved. "You were born to carry what others refuse to face," he told her. "Your lineage has secrets buried beneath shame. You are the voice they try to silence. Your task is to remember the unremembered." "How?" she asked. "By walking into the darkness willingly." And so, Orunsola began her journey, not across land, but through the spirit. She began to fast, to sleep beside the river, to tie white cloths to the trees where her feet burned from walking. She stopped speaking for 7 days. On the 7th day, she buried her own name at the base of an iroko tree. "I no longer carry what the world named me," she whispered. "Let the dead speak their truth through me." That night, the earth opened, not with noise, but with a breath. And from that breath came a dream. Not the kind of dream that floats, but one that pulls you down into the belly of the ancestors. Orunsola found herself in a cave of red clay. Torches burned without fire. In the center stood a woman, back turned, wrapped in tattered clothes. Her skin the color of forgotten bones. "You carry me," the woman said. "Who are you?" Orunsola asked. "I am your grandmother's sister. I died in childbirth." They hid me, never named me, never poured libation for me. I was buried in silence and shame. And you came back to speak. Suddenly, dozens of women appeared behind her, some headless, some weeping, some singing. You are the child of the ones who buried daughters. You are the voice of the silenced women, the womb of truth. You walk with Oyeku Odi. Orunsola awoke covered in clay, her voice trembling with songs she had never learned. She went to the Babalawo. I know now who I carry. He nodded. Then you must honor them, not in secret, not with shame. You must call their names before the whole village. Let silence die. At the next gathering, Orunsola did the unthinkable. She stood in the center of the market and recited every name the women in her dream gave her. Names that had not been spoken in generations. She sang their stories. She poured water for each of them. She chanted the oriki of women erased by fear, murdered in childbirth, exiled for dreaming. Some elders gasped, others wept. And the earth trembled lightly beneath their feet. The river nearby turned the color of sky. Birds cycled overhead, and the candle that had refused to burn, it lit on its own. From that day, Orunsola was no longer seen as strange. She became a priestess, not of light, but of truth in darkness. Women came to her with dreams they didn't understand. Men came to ask forgiveness for silences they inherited. And every year, during the new moon, she would lead a procession into the forest, where clay statues were built for the forgotten. She never married, never brought children, but through her, an entire lineage was reborn. Oyeku Odi teaches us that the darkness is not our enemy. It is the womb of truth. It reminds us that unspoken pain becomes generational bondage, that silence is not peace, and burial is not forgetting. When this Odù appears, the ancestors are not angry. They are asking to be heard. Be like Orunsola, walk into the shadow and speak. And when you do, light will follow. Ashe.